Oke, bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Let me introduce myself. I'm Cakra Adipura Wicaksana. I'm from University of Sultan Ageng Tirtayasa. In this video, I would like to introduce a little bit about my research. So, my research is focused on deformation object in 3D simulations. So, to shorten the time, I would like to present my explanation and my research about this 3D simulation. Let's check it out. First of all, as you can see in this slide, my title is how to modeling the internal organ by using finite element method. But I just focus on how the object is deformable, how object is interaction with another object like the floors. So, to the next slide. So the main overview about this research is virtual surgery. As you know, the virtual surgery is how the doctor can make surgery, or before real surgery, the doctor can do some little exercise. So in this virtual surgery, there are four main topics. The first one in the 3D deformation object, and the next one is fluid, and the cutting and incision on the suture. This is the main point object that we can explore, but I just only focus on the 3D deformation object. So next, what do I do this? Why? So the first one is because there are still some small of number of surgical simulator in Indonesia. Yes. I think it's in the hospital is very small of number of simulator. So why can not we will explore some about this topic. So next one is there are little few studies about the virtual surgery or about the 3D simulation in this field, especially in Indonesia. It's very little and very few. So why I doing this research. So the next one is the price simulator is very expensive. As you know that the simulator is very expensive. Why not we will create some model to make it affordable price, I think. Okay, next. So what next? We will create some 3D object simulation using infinite element method simulation. So in here, I would like to make some 3D deformation object, especially in internal organ, by using GPU acceleration. Why I do some GPU exploration? Because it just can make the FPS better and faster compare without using a GPU. So why do I take this finite element method as the approach? So the basic concept of the finite element method, as you can see, that define the object into small object, and the next one we will analyze the small object, and the result of the small object we will combine and find the solution of the entire area. So that's the concept of finite element method, divide into small object. That's the point. So the quality is depend on how many vertex you divide on your object. That is all. So here is my references in making the finite element method approach. As you can see here, that I just only display the 4 references, but in my paper there are so many references, not only this one, not only this 4 references. Okay, finite element method is divided into the 4 main part. As you can see here in the slide, The first one is divide into small element, and the second one is after we divide into small element, we modeling the element. And the next one is we create the sum formulation for each element that we have divided. And the last one is we combine with what? We combine with some equation for all variables. That is the four main step in using the finite element method. This is the concept of the finite element method. So you can see here, this is the flow chart that I have summarized from all the references to become one part. The first of all, you need to input matrix K and M. K is stiffness matrix and how stiff your object is, and M is mass and how much your object is. And the next one is we iterate until some value that is until the infinite values. So the next one is just following some assemble process, like some formula, some function here, and after that we compute the vector acceleration by using this. You can see here in the slide. And the next one is calculate the force, external force. We need to calculate the external force. External force is, for example, is gravity. Gravity force is one of the external force. If there is no external force, so this is variable value will be 0. Okay, next one is to find the value of v, velocity of the equation. This is the very important part before you take into further step. And the next one is update the value of the position x, and this process will be repeated until the entire simulation. So this is I add some GPU programming, so I calculate GPU device and create out in some numerical integration and calculation process. This is very important. This is in this function, as you can see in this slide, this is very heavy calculation. If we don't use the GPU parallel, this is very heavy and this will produce a very low FPS. So why I do some GPU programming here. So in this my research, how to make it faster, I add some GPU kernel, GPU kernel in the program, so you can make it very faster. Not very faster, but it is quite faster rather than before. So the first one is you need to compute or compute gravity force, and the next one is force to multiply with total time, and the third mass multiply with velocity, and the fourth displacement multiply with the stiffness, and the five you need to what is the right side of the solver. This is mean the solver. This is one is in this box is solver. I always say this is a solver. And the next one is new displacement, new displacement, and the next one is multiply in the left and the right side of this box. And the next one is if everything is done, you have to set the force to 0. That is all the H kernel that I have created by my own, and the next implement to this solver. I say this is a solver. So the environment that I have used in this research is in OpenGL and C++, and before I go to further in OpenGL, I use Unity. This is one of the popular game engine, but I will not mention in this research that my previous research before go to the OpenGL. So I will show you the result of what I have done. So here we are. This is the leaper object. Hit the floor with the gravity force, as you can see. Okay, so this is a single kidney object. So I put on some few meter from the floor, like that. This is single kidney. Okay, this is the next one is the lung objects. In the lung object, I show the vertex on the object. As you can see here, there are so many vertex mesh in the object. So the object will make the collision with the floor. Okay, this is the performance of my simulation. The first one is rectangle, liver, kidney, lung, stomach, and pair of kidney. As you can see here, the FPS from CPU and GPU is two different. As you can see, is GPU is more faster than CPU. This is so that my kernel is successfully added to this simulation. So this is my additional feature. This is combined with the fluid. This is the fluid is the project of my friend that I collaborate with my friend and join and combine with my research. My research is only focused on deformable object, and my friend is focused on the fluid, and we try to combine them. As you can see here, this is the particle here. This is the symbol of the fluid. It is not yet rendering of the fluid because the fluid is very we need to some compute to rendering the fluid. That's the additional feature combined with the deformation object. Okay, thank you. That is all about my presentation. If you have any question of any inquiry, don't hesitate to contact me or comment on my YouTube channel. And this video will be published in my YouTube channel. Okay, thank you very much for your attention and for you to watch my video. I hope you and hope this video very helpful for you. Thank you. I would like to say thank you, and I would like to say wabillahi taufiq wal hidayah. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.